Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was invented in 1886 by Atlanta pharmacist John Pemberton, who originally sold it as a medicinal tonic at soda fountains for 5 cents a glass. The first recipe contained extracts from coca leaves and cola nuts, giving the drink both its name and a small amount of naturally occurring cocaine, which was completely legal at the time. Cocaine was removed from the formula by 1929, though Coca-Cola still uses legally decocainized coca leaves today to preserve the original flavor. During World War II, Coca-Cola's president promised that every American soldier could buy a Coke for 5 cents, no matter where they were stationed. To keep that promise, the company built more than 60 bottling plants alongside military operations around the world. Those factories introduced millions of people to Coca-Cola for the first time, helping turn it from an American soft drink into one of the world's most recognizable brands. Today, the exact formula remains one of the most closely guarded trade secrets in business. Pepsi. Pepsi began in 1893 when North Carolina pharmacist Caleb Bradham created a drink he believed would help digestion, originally naming it Brad's drink before renaming it Pepsi Cola after dyspepsia, the medical term for indigestion. Ironically, the drink became famous not because it aided digestion, but because it became Coca-Cola's greatest rival. During the Cold War, Pepsi achieved something almost no other company ever has. Since the Soviet ruble couldn't be traded internationally, Pepsi accepted vodka instead of cash, becoming one of the largest distributors of Stolichnaya vodka in America. Years later, another deal temporarily made Pepsi the owner of one of the largest naval fleets in the world, including submarines, destroyers, and warships, before they were sold for scrap. It's one of the strangest business deals in history. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper predates both Coca-Cola and Pepsi, first being served in Waco, Texas in 1885, making it America's oldest major soft drink still in production. Unlike traditional colas, it isn't technically a cola at all. Its flavor comes from a proprietary blend of 23 different ingredients, a recipe that has fueled speculation for more than a century. The company has never officially confirmed the exact formula, leading generations of fans to guess everything from cherry and prune juice to black licorice and almond. Even the period after Doctor was removed in the 1950s because the company worried people might mistakenly believe the drink had medical benefits. Today, Dr. Pepper consistently ranks among America's best-selling soft drinks, despite tasting unlike almost everything else on the market. Fanta. Fanta exists because Coca-Cola couldn't sell Coca-Cola. During World War II, trade restrictions prevented Coca-Cola Germany from importing the syrup needed to make Coke. Rather than shut down production, the local manager created an entirely new soft drink using whatever ingredients were available. He asked employees to use their imagination, fantasy in German, and the name Fanta was born. Modern Fanta bears almost no resemblance to that wartime recipe. Today's orange flavor is sold in over 180 countries, but surprisingly, it doesn't taste the same everywhere. European Fanta often contains real orange juice, while the American version focuses more on sweetness and citrus flavoring, making the two noticeably different despite sharing the same name. Sprite. Sprite was introduced by Coca-Cola in 1961 to compete directly with the growing popularity of 7-Up. Unlike cola, Sprite contains no caramel coloring, caffeine, or dark flavorings, relying instead on lemon and lime oils for its crisp, citrus profile. Its biggest breakthrough came during the 1990s with the Obey Your Thirst campaign, one of the most influential soft drink advertising campaigns ever created. Instead of polished celebrity endorsements, Sprite embraced basketball, hip-hop, and authenticity, helping launch collaborations with stars like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Drake over the years. The campaign completely reshaped Sprite's identity, transforming it from just another lemon-lime soda into one of America's coolest beverage brands. 7-Up was launched in 1929, only weeks before the Great Depression began, but its original recipe contained something almost impossible to imagine today: lithium citrate, a mood-stabilizing drug now commonly prescribed for bipolar disorder. The drink was originally marketed as helping people feel happier, and lithium remained in the formula until 1948, when the ingredient was banned from soft drinks. Although nobody knows exactly where the name 7-Up came from, dozens of theories exist, ranging from the drink's original 7 ingredients to the atomic mass of lithium. Today, it's remembered as one of the clearest examples of how dramatically food and drug regulations have changed over the past century. Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew didn't start as a soft drink at all. It started as a whiskey mixer. In the 1940s, Tennessee bottlers Barney and Allie Hartman struggled to find a citrus mixer for bourbon, so they created one themselves and jokingly named it Mountain Dew, an old Appalachian slang term for homemade moonshine. The original mascot was a cartoon hillbilly carrying a rifle and a jug of moonshine, reflecting the drink's rural origins. Everything changed after Pepsi acquired the brand in 1964 and completely redesigned it around caffeine, extreme sports, and gaming culture. Today, Mountain Dew contains one of the highest caffeine levels among major sodas, and its sponsorship of esports, motocross, and skateboarding helped transform a forgotten whiskey mixer into one of America's biggest soft drink brands. Canada Dry. Canada Dry was created in Toronto in 1904 by pharmacist John J. McLaughlin, who wanted a ginger ale that was much less sweet than existing versions. He called it dry because, like dry champagne, it contained less sugar than its competitors. Its clean, crisp taste made it especially popular during Prohibition because it mixed well with bootleg whiskey, helping disguise the harsh flavor of illegally produced alcohol. Even today, many people reach for Canada Dry when they're sick because ginger has long been associated with easing nausea, although modern ginger ale often contains far less real ginger than people assume. That comforting reputation has lasted for more than a century. A&W Root Beer. A&W Root Beer traces its origins to 1919, when Roy Allen began selling homemade root beer to celebrate returning World War I soldiers. He later partnered with Frank Wright, creating the A&W name that still exists today. Traditional root beer was originally made using the roots of the sassafras tree, but scientists later discovered that sassafras oil naturally contains safrole, a compound shown to cause cancer in laboratory animals. The FDA banned safrole from commercial foods in 1960, forcing manufacturers to switch to safrole-free extracts or artificial flavoring. Jones Soda. Jones Soda never tried to outspend Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Instead, it let its customers build the brand. Founded in 1995, Jones became famous by printing real customer photographs on its labels, rather than hiring professional models. Anyone could submit a picture online, and if selected, it could end up on bottles sold across North America, making every release feel personal and different. But that willingness to embrace the absurd helped Jones develop a cult following that has survived for decades without ever trying to become the next Coca-Cola.